Hey there, subscribers and newcomers alike. It's nearly daylight, so I'm going to get started on this tutorial. This is a continuation of the trap video that I made. I got some requests from people on how I do my redstone wiring, more specifically, how I hide it so that the traps look really nice, and so that you don't accidentally break them when you're mining nearby. But I'm just going to build off of what we built last time, and hopefully explain things in the process. Here you can see our original just modular trap with an indicator light right here, and we have our inverting torch in the middle so that this reflects the status of our trap. I just added a little redstone piece here so both halves of the trap are connected. You see if we stand on either one, the indicator light turns on. And what we want to do is get rid of this visible dust and these visible torches and leave just the indicator light above ground. And this is really simple to do. Sometimes you have to be a little creative in how you do it, but I want to show you a principle first that'll make this really simple. And the principle is this. If a redstone torch is directly above a redstone torch with one block in between them, it will invert the signal of the one below it. So what I mean by that is, you can see right now our signal is 0, it's off, so our first torch is on, which turns the second torch off, and the second torch being off turns the third torch on. So I'll change our input and you can see they all change. Now our very top light is off. Change this again, now it's on. So we can use this principle to build circuits straight upwards for a very long distance. Just like that. And this works really quickly. Redstone torches do have a little bit of delay, a couple milliseconds, but with these traps, unless you're building them on top of a mountain and wiring in from the base, you're probably not going to have too much trouble with delay. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. And what we're going to do is use another principle here, in that if redstone wire is underneath a pressure plate, it will light it up. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So we put this wire underneath the pressure plate, and we'll put it out here so we can see it. And if we stand on this plate, you can see it turns on, even though there's no redstone torch underneath it. This signal carries down. So using this, we can connect both of these up under here like this. Oops, wrong block. Like so, just make a little square with them. And then no matter which one we're on, this square will light up. So we'll send our signal to over here. Alright, so we're going to put our first torch here. Clear out some space. I guess I could use my shovel. And we'll fill all this in after so we can see what it looks like. So we have one torch, so we'll put a second torch on top, and you see it turns off because the first one's on. So then above this one, we'll put our ground level torch. I have to walk around here to do it. Like so. And you see that right now it's on, but our pressure plates are not activated. So this is not quite what we want. I mean, we hit the surface and we have a torch up here, and we can't see any wires once we do this. You know, you could fill in the rest of these and you wouldn't see the wires for this, but it's the wrong signal. We need to put an inverter like this. Unfortunately, we can't do that building straight upwards. We're going to have to break off for a section and actually put in a physical inverter. So the building upwards technique is great, but you can't always rely on that alone. You kind of do have to be creative, like I said, when you're wiring this. So what we'll try instead is to drop this down a level first. So drop our signal down, and then hopefully, if we repeat the same thing, just torches on top of torches. One here, one here. Oop. Make sure it goes on the bottom of the block, otherwise it will not do what you want it to do. And now we have a torch here that's, again, reflecting the opposite of what we want. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to use the straight up technique at all for this, except for maybe our last torch. So what we'll do is go down to here. I'm going to mine out a little more area so I can work with this. Alright. So we'll have our first one, and then we're going to have this go up kind of a stairway pattern to get to another torch, like so. And at this point, we've inverted our signal, even though they're only one height off. So we can try again and see if this will give us our desired effect, and it looks like it may. So now, oops, we have an on torch here because this one's off, and if we go to the surface, it was about right here, we have an off torch because the intermediate one is on. So let's test and make sure that our pressure plates are actually driving this right now. I'm just gonna pop that block there. So I get on this one, and the top turns on. I get on this one, and the top turns on also. So we have a very compact system. It's using 4 torches to get up, let's see, 3 blocks. So kind of inefficient when it comes to blocks, but the nice thing is we can hide this really, really easily. So we'll just put, I'm doing dirt so I can dig it up easier later if need be, but we'll just put some stuff here. We have our little staircase. We can hide this torch right here like so. Then on the surface we'll hide these blocks, and we'll turn to grass in just a minute. And then over here, I typically like to put up stairs, like these. And then you can have a double wide staircase if you like. So that would look like this. And there you have it. You can't see any wires. We can only see our indicator torch. And we can verify that it works by spitting stuff on the pressure plates, and it's on. And so, our entire circuit is effectively hidden. And you could really run this thing. It doesn't have to sit right next to the trap. We could run it, all the way back to my castle if we wanted to, if we had the energy to mine, 200 blocks all the way across. Or we could have it go into the other trap there, have all the torches in one place. You can really do anything with this, and it's by no means limited to traps. You can use this technique when you are hooking up combination lock doors, or really anything involving switches and circuitry. So I hope this helps. I hope you're able to use this to make your traps prettier and more appealing. But yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment. Please let me know if something's not clear. And I wish you all the best of luck.